Hi guys, so we have a question here that we're supposed to do. This is a question that is on travel graphs, and it's taken from the Examinations Council of Zambia GCE paper for 2024. As you may know, those of you that are familiar with ECZ, this is always the last question. Okay, so we can read the question together and answer. The diagram below shows a speed time graph of an object. The object accelerates uniformly from 0, which is this point, up to P, all right, until it reaches a speed of, this is the speed here, all right. This side here, talk about speed here. As you know, speed is in meters per second, all right. In 4 seconds, and then moves steadily from P to Q for 6 seconds, and finally comes to rest. So that's what this diagram is showing. So in the first question, we're being asked to find acceleration in the first 4 seconds. What is acceleration in the first 4 seconds? All right. So acceleration, many times we have maintained this formula to say acceleration is equals to V minus U over, where V is the final velocity or speed here, and then U is the initial velocity, and T is the time taken for that acceleration. So in the case of the question that we have here, this was the initial point and this was the final point. So when it comes to velocity, we are using this axis here. So we had 0, the starting point, up to 20. So we have 20 minus 0 over 4, as it is mentioned in the question. So you go down with this, what do you get? This will give you 20 divided by 4, and you end up with 5 meters per second squared. This is what we are going to get for acceleration. All right. Then the second question now is asking us to find the distance covered by the object. That is now the distance for the whole journey. Now, you know that distance for the whole journey, we said it's the same as you find the distance, you find the area under the graph. You find the area under the graph there. So now if you look at the shape that this graph forms, it is a trapezium. So the formula for the area of a trapezium is this one. This is the area for the formula of a trapezium. Now, if we go down, we're going to be replacing by saying A and B, these are parallel sides. So A is the shorter side, B is traditionally, that's what we do. B is the longer side of these two parallel sides. So we are looking at from P to Q, what is the distance here? That is 6. Then from O to 15, that is our B, which is 15 here. Then H is the height. H is the height, which is 20. All right. Then we can now divide this 20 by 2. It will give us 10 multiplied by what we have inside here, which will be 21. And this will give us 210 meters. That is for B. Then now we need to find the average speed. The average speed in the last 4 seconds. The average speed in the last 4 seconds. If we start from 10, we're talking about the last 5 seconds. So in the last 4 seconds, it's like we have to start from the what? The 11th second here. The 11th second. So we are looking at this point here. So now, you know that. So if you look at this shape, the first triangle here before I inserted this one, we had a triangle which is from P, this point, and this one. All right, let me write it here. I draw it here, where we have Q there, and then you have what? You have 10 here, and then you have 15. Then now we have a new triangle here. Okay, we have a new triangle here. So if we can employ just a simple concept for similar triangle, all right? Because we need to find the area of this triangle. But to find the area of this triangle, first of all, we need to find the V here. We need to find this distance here. What is this distance? This side, we know that it is 4. From 11 to 15, it is 4. But this side, we do not know. For the other one here, we know this is 20. The one that goes up to the end is 20. So we can just use the simple concept.